Hey everyone, this is Tom from GameMarathons.com. We haven't done an audio interview in a little while, so let's get back into that. So, joining us today from the Zeldathon.net team, we have their team captain, Matthew Moffett. Thanks for joining us, Matt.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Glad you could join us too. Now, the Zeldathon.net team has their marathon starting December 27th, which is the day after I post this. So, this might be a look more into what to expect rather than what they've actually done. Now, Matt, for anyone who has not seen your marathons before, what should we know about the Zeldathon.net team?
Basically, our team is all about helping the world. We have 15 to 20 teenagers. Our oldest member is 20, and basically, what we do is we start off our marathons. We say hello to everybody inside the chat. We tell them to spread the word and to donate. And we raise money for charity. And as we gain more money, we'll do goals and have all sorts of fun, like dance parties and eating really weird food. And that's all very cool for all sorts of people. So you help us by giving money to charity, and we'll give back by entertaining you with Zelda and all sorts of wackiness.
Zelda and wackiness, great combination. So, my next question for you is how did you get started in doing game marathons like these in the first place?
Well, back in 2009, I basically walked up to my friend Zach and said, "Hey, man, I've been watching these people called the Speed Gamers. They do marathons for charity, and I thought we could do one." And he was like, "Uh, uh okay, what are we gonna do?" I'm like, "Oh, we're gonna play Zelda." He's like, "Okay, well, come on and play Zelda." And so basically, I threw up a website, and it wasn't very good. Um, I just kind of had a TV tuner and hooked everything up. So he said, "All right, I'll come over and play Zelda." And so when the time rolled around to December 27th of 2009, we sat down and we played Zelda for 3 days, just me and him. And my one friend Mike came over, and he really liked it. He was like, "All right, this is cool. You guys are raising money for charity." We only raised $300 our first marathon for Child's Play charity, and it was decent, but it really wasn't that professional. It was just kind of thrown together in about a month. Then we received some advice from our friend over at ZeldaInformer.com, and basically he gave us some advice, start planning early and everything. We said, okay, we might do another marathon. And that's when my friend Mike, who attended the first one, basically said, hey, we need to do a senior project for school that's basically helping the community or researching a job. And I said, well, hey, well, let's help the community by donating money, by doing a Zeldathon. And so we did a 3 day marathon for the American Cancer Society. We raised over $3,000, and it was absolutely amazing. Everybody had a great time. It was so much more professional. We gained a fan base, a small fan base, and we had just a wonderful time doing it. And that was when we decided, well, we get to do this twice a year now. That's just how it's going to do. We're going to do one in the summer and one in the winter.
I think it's cool that you have a regular schedule going with that too. Now, this is going to be your third Zelda marathon. Can you tell us anything about what we should expect to see, or is it going to be anything new or different than the last two that you did?
Oh, yes. We have a lot planned and so much more. We're taking everything from the past two marathons that were excellent, and we're refining those qualities. We're changing the stuff that didn't work before. For example, um, back at Zeldathon for the American Cancer Society, our last one, basically our players weren't very trained, and we ended up doing Link to the Past for about 12 hours. We assigned it to somebody else who this time and said, okay, hey, can you practice this? And he's got down to 3.5 hours. So by doing that, we can fit in more games. We have better entertainment so people aren't frustrated as heck going, oh my gosh, the key is in the other room. And we basically have a whole like refined system now. We have a set goal system, like we're not making up the goals as we go. We have all sorts of prizes from sponsors, and you can win them even if you don't donate. You can win by helping us by share us on Twitter or Facebook, or you can win them inside a random giveaway. Of course, you get more chances to win if you donate.
Good, good. Now, you probably know we get a lot of different game marathon teams coming to us each year, and a lot of them do Legend of Zelda at some point. What do you think makes your team stand out from all these others?
Uh, Frankly, we are not a marathon that we were the first time. We don't just say, okay, we're going to do a game marathon 1 month before and throw up a website and say, all right, let's do this. We have spent months starting from before September choosing our charity, uh, making a awesome website, contacting sponsors to get them to help us advertise, getting prizes from sponsors, and making a like contacting web developers to make the website look even better and make the video stream better. We went over to local businesses. We got our internet upgraded so we can do HD Zeldathon. And so, frankly, the thing that makes us stand out from the rest is our quality. While the other ones, they have the same quantity, they play the same games and they do the same lengths and they have the same number of team members, we have the quality. We have the, you know, just the time that we put into this marathon is overwhelming. And I really am excited to see what all my work goes towards and see if we can make our goal 5,000 or go even higher to 10,000.
$10,000. That's a pretty tough goal to reach, but I think you guys can pull it off. You're doing a lot right here. I mean, I fully endorse taking the whole thing as seriously as you guys are. So, why did you pick Legend of Zelda as your series to play here?
Well, I don't know how to put this other than Zelda is absolutely amazing. The games are entertaining to watch, the stories are compelling, the characters are well developed, and personally, I love Ganondorf. He's an awesome villain. For example, in Ocarina of Time, you know how all villains inside most video games and stuff, they don't usually like, achieve their goal. They're just kind of like, okay, this is my plan. I'm going to go and take over the world, and this is how I'm going to do it. And basically, the hero puts stock away. It's like, no, you're not. Ganon takes over the world for 7 years inside Ocarina of Time. He takes control and he's like, "Aha, I'm evil," and that's why I really love the villain in it because he does what he wants to do, and in the end, it just makes for an overall exciting, fun to watch experience. And who doesn't love Zelda?
I've only met a few people that didn't like it myself. I know exactly what you mean. So, obviously, you guys are fans of Legend of Zelda, but what are some of your other favorite video game series out there?
Well, personally, I am a huge fan of Mario and Pokemon. Wow, I think that's about it personally. I know a lot of my friends, they like RPGs, they're fans of Final Fantasy. Um, I do play the racing game and first person shooter. I'm a Minecraft addict. I had to pull myself away from Minecraft to do this interview. And I like to do just casual PC gaming, nothing too intense. I'm not a World of Warcraft nerd. I used to be a long time ago, but that's another story for another day. And so yeah, Mario, Pokemon, Minecraft, light PC gaming, Toki Tori, for example. Yeah.
You got some good choices in there. So, let's talk about the charity for a bit. This time you're raising money for the American Diabetes Association. Why did you pick that charity?
Well, I chose the American Diabetes Association. This time, my friend Mike chose the American Cancer Society for our last marathon, and so he decided I should get to choose this time. And I did it, the American Diabetes Association, because both my dad and my granddad died from diabetes, and there is a good chance I might already have it or I might get it very soon, and that's very scary for me. I'm doing all I can to prevent it. It's something that I don't want to live with, just the pain that I had to watch my dad suffer through, you know, doing insulin shots and blood tests every day. It just became hard to watch as he slowly just died away. And I really think that we can change that by going with the American Diabetes Association and hopefully they can find a cure for diabetes. And that would be amazing.
I have friends with diabetes too, so I can totally sympathize with where you're going there. Now, what do you think are the chances that we're going to see a fourth Zelda marathon from you, or for that matter, a marathon of some other game series?
We'll ask for another marathon from us? 100%. We're not stopping anytime soon. About a marathon of another gaming series. I like sticking with Zelda, but I kind of have that fear that eventually that we're going to have to stray from it and probably go into one of my other series like Pokemon or Mario. And if that happens, I don't know what we'll call ourselves. We're the Zeldathon team. That's what we've been known as since we started. And it's kind of a predicament, but hopefully we can figure something out to please everyone. And the one request I get all the time is, will you do a Kingdom Hearts marathon? And here's my answer for anybody out there listening. No, I don't like Kingdom Hearts. That was a little personal.
No worries, Matt. I've gotten requests for game series I know I'm not going to marathon too. Uh, what advice would you have for anyone who wants to run a game marathon of their own?
Get out there and yell at the people. You gotta make sure the people know about your marathon, or it's going to be a failure. You're going to sit there with 5 people inside the audience, and you're going to get extremely tired, and you're going to raise almost nothing for charity. That's just the fact of the thing. You have to email websites, you have to email your friends and tell them to email their friends, Facebook, Twitter. It's a constant battle to get your word out there. And if you can do that, then oh my gosh, you can raise thousands of dollars and get on local news stations and be amazing.
So I think what you're trying to say is just get yourself out there and make it known you're doing that, and that's great advice. So this is going to be my last question, if you want to call it that. Do you have any other comments or things you want to say to the community as a whole or your fans?
Well, to our fans, thank you. You guys are the, core of the community, and I love each and every one of you for, helping out by spreading the words to your friends, making fan art, or just, coming to the marathons and just saying, "Hi, MC, you remember me from the last marathon?" And I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, I love you." It's just how it works, I thank you for being there. And to the community as a whole, I really wish you could become a fan of us and check us out at zeldathon.net on December 27th. We're going to be playing for 5 days. Have fun. We have a guest flying in from Sweden. We got all sorts of wacky goals. You can watch me shave my head bald if we get to our goal of $5,000. There's just so much you can do. Just come out and hang out with us. And if you really like us, you can stick around. If not, you can go on your merry way and do what you want. But, just come and check us out. You might like us.
All right, sounds good. So that's all of my questions. Matt, thank you so much for taking the time out to do this interview.
No problem. It was really nice talking to you, and I really love the website Game Marathons. It's a very nice way to go and see what marathons are happening or going to happen. And thank you to everyone who's listening.
And remember, everybody, you can check these guys out at zeldathon.net, and they're going to be doing their next marathon on December 27th, the day after I post this, and you should definitely check it out. And that's all the time we have for now, so I'll see you guys next time.